Yeah, kid. What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA picking with Pop right here on Pop of his TV. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. Great fire.
When I win the chicken, then the money long clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one populism. Cooper, Briggs, got the fire bash lit up. Hit the bang line in the air, throwing signals. When I win the chicken, then the money long clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one populism. Cooper, Briggs, got the fire bash lit up. Hit the bang lines in the air, throwing signals.
100,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. Um, Trying to get rich. Who else in the building trying to break the house? What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. I am your host, Popovich. Yeah, kid, that feeling back up and here one more again. Happy Hump Day. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's middle of the week. We getting through it. We getting through it. Playoffs? Don't talk to me about playoffs. I just hope that we can win a game and then another game, right? And one game on the card today, as it was yesterday. But before we get into Detroit and Cleveland, let's get a quick recap of yesterday's games. Yesterday's games, San Antonio Spurs spanked and whipped the skin off the Minnesota Timberwolves' ass. And I had Minnesota with the 10.5. I thought the Spurs would win. There's no way they're gonna, lose at home, right? After losing the first game at home and then stealing home court, back, then losing game 4. Pivotal game 5, and Spurs came out strong. Spurs came out tough. Spurs took the lead for a little while, and then you look up, oh shit, it's 61-61. Then 64-61 after the three in the corner, I think by Vessel. And then the Spurs ain't look back. A lot of bum ass calls. I'm not gonna lie. I hate to be a sore loser and get on Popovich TV and be like, it was the calls, and shit just be calling me, man. They be calling me. A lot of bum ass calls, and I was unhappy with that. One, because I got my money on Minnesota, but two, let them play. A lot of little ticky tack fouls, and you know, Ant-Man and them didn't come out the way that they were supposed to come out. You know what I mean? And we seen this happen in game 3, where they, could have really took control. And it is what it is. Actually, no, game 1 they won, game 2 they lost. Yeah, game 3 came out. You know what I mean? And game 4, no Julius Randle, no Daniels, like too much fouls. You know what I'm saying? I know they missing Vincino and all that, but you already won 2 games in the series without him. You beat the Nuggets without him, basically, right? So it ain't no excuses. It ain't nobody walking through the door to save you. I still think the series gonna go 7 because I think Minnesota will win game 6 at home. Otherwise, it's pack them up time and you up out of here. So I just kind of like, I'm not surprised the Spurs won, but in the fashion that they won, it's like game 2, blowout. You know what I mean? And I guess all the money was on Minnesota. With that being said, my grand total record is we are 35-30. And as far as the locks, not from Yonkers, we 25-21. Hopefully we can rectify that today. First game and only game on the slate today is the Cleveland Rocks. Cleveland Cavaliers out on the road at the Detroit Pistons. And Detroit giving 4.5. this series has been easy or relatively easy to predict, to handicap. The road teams lose, the home teams win. And besides the first game, we kind of, you know what I mean, had it packed. I think the trend continues. I'm going to go with Detroit minus the 4.5. They lost 2 in a row. Maybe Donovan Mitchell and James Harden figured some things out, or maybe just that the Pistons is still a young team, relatively. Last year, as I often said on the channel, last year make the playoffs after not having made the playoffs in a long time. Then you take the next 7 games. Then the very next year, you get the number 1 seed. You make the playoffs again with number 1 seed, and you win your first playoff series ever in a long time, right? Now you in the second round. Shit get a little tighter. Shit get a little shaky, a little nervous, a little shaky, a little nervous. You get a little nervous, right? And palms get sweaty, right? On the road, you haven't been as dominant. Cunningham is who we think he is. Definitely a perennial all-star in this league. Super nice, right? Could do it all. Not really a lot of help, but the role players play better at home. Cleveland, they lost every single road game on the road against Toronto. I think they lose again tonight. I'm on Detroit minus the 4.5. No need for the theme music. Fuck it, we will play the theme music because the song is fire. Let's go with the theme music real quick.
Great fire. Winner, chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily one-on-one populism. Coupon gray, got the fire bash lit up. Hit the back line in the air, throwing signals. Winner, chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily one-on-one populism. Coupon gray, got the fire bash lit up. Hit the back lines in the air, throwing signals.
All right, guys. Here go the lock. Not from Yonkers, but the lock that gets you and me the winner, chicken dinner. Will I be surprised if Cleveland comes and wins today because they figured something out? No. But I'm gonna take Detroit Pistons to keep the trend rolling that the road team loses and the home team wins. I don't see the Pistons losing 3 straight all season long. It might have happened maybe like twice or 3 times out of 82 games. The good teams don't lose that many games in a row. For them to lose 3 in a row and go down 3-2 will be diabolical, especially after being up 2-0. So I'm on the Detroit Pistons. I think they clean. I think they win. And then I think Cleveland go home and win. And then we come back here. Today's Wednesday. We come back here on Sunday for Game 7 while my New York Knicks continue to rest. That's who I like. That's who I'm taking. You can let me know who you like. You can let me know who you're taking. All I ask is that you hit the like button so I can stay in your algorithm. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. NBA Picking with Pop right here on Popovich TV. Of course. We are live. We rolling. We unscripted. We authentic. That feeling back up and here. One more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money on this hump.